Have you been wanting to take your intuition to the next level, but really weren't quite sure how to do it? Well, in this video, I'm going to really share with you my very favorite exercise that I love myself personally and that I teach my students, and I can't wait to share it with you. But before we dive in, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. And if you want to really dive deep into trusting your intuition, like my clients here have, be sure to apply to work with me. I'll put the link in the description. So before we start, I really want to explain the differences between automatic writing and journaling. So automatic writing is different than journaling. It's not a brain dump of thoughts. It's not, your morning pages that you may have been doing in the artist's way. It is not writing practice. It's a totally different kettle of fish. And I'm gonna explain why. What happens when we do automatic writing is that we click into a different brainwave state. So most people are operating around in the beta brainwave. And this is because of the infiltration of light. It clicks into our brain to signal us to perceive things externally. And most of the time, most of the day, this is what we're operating on in terms of our thinking. And with automatic writing, what we really want to be in is the alpha state or the theta brainwave state. And the best way to access these brainwave states is first thing in the morning. So right when you wake up, it's important to get in the habit of doing your automatic writing because you're still clicked into the internal brainwave state of the alpha and the theta. So that is the first difference with automatic writing. It's not journaling. It's not writing practice. It really is connecting to your internal guidance system by using a whole different brainwave. To really dive deep, if you're interested in more learning about brainwaves and the different states of the brainwaves, I really highly recommend Dr. Joe Dispenza, and I'll drop a really great link in the description of one of his videos around brainwave states that is super duper helpful. So you can have a better grasp of what I'm talking about with the brainwaves. So that's what I needed to clarify, and hope you understand the difference between automatic writing and journaling. And so now what I want to teach you is my 5-step process of automatic writing. So the first step, like I said, is you want to do it first thing in the morning. So be sure you roll right out of bed and have your pen and your notebook ready to go. And I recommend like having them all set up. Here's my notebook. So I recommend waking up, having your pen and your notebook ready to roll right when you wake up. And I also recommend having your phone on airplane the night before, because then you won't be tempted to check your phone beforehand, because I swear the minute you turn on any external distraction like your phone or like your computer, it's going to click you right out of these higher brainwave states. So it's going to be a lot harder to do your automatic writing. So it's best to set yourself up for success and have your phone on airplane the night before. And maybe have it even out of sight so that you wake up, you go right to your table where you're going to do your automatic writing. And then what I recommend is doing 5 to 10 minutes of meditation and really breathing from your lower chakras. And this is similar to what Dr. Joe Dispenza does also. If you follow him, and his breath is super similar, but you're going to breathe in through your lower chakras. And if you want to learn more about chakras, I have this really in-depth video about the chakra system that you might want to check out. So you're going to breathe from your lower chakras all the way up your spinal cord to your brain. And you're going to do that 3 times minimum, or it's even better if you want to do that for 5 minutes or even 10 minutes. So to really get you in kind of that higher brainwave state. The next thing you're going to do is set your intention. So you're going to tune into your higher guidance team or source energy or Mother Nature or whoever it is you connect with. And you're going to ask, may everything that comes through be for my highest and best good and for the highest and best good of all involved. And also really ask that you're safe, shielded, and protected doing this work. So you're going to prepare. It's like the preparing stage of really readying yourself to receive information. And then what you're going to do is you're going to write down your questions. And some good ones to start off with are, what would you have me do? What would you have me say? And where would you have me go? So you can start with those 3. And then also, of course, ask any other pressing questions that are on your mind. Maybe it's, should I make this decision or this decision? Or if there's anything on top of your mind that you're really wanting guidance on, go ahead and write down that question. And then I really recommend closing your eyes, taking a deep breath in. And then you just write. So whatever comes, you just write. And it really honestly feels like you're not writing it. And for me, I hear a voice. It really sounds like a voice. And it's not my voice. It's not the voice of thinking. It's not the voice that I normally hear. It really is like a whole nother voice. And it is very clear and it is very direct. And basically, I just write down what it says. Like I'm taking dictation, like I'm a secretary. And I keep writing and writing and writing until I am done asking my questions or until the information is done coming through. And a lot of times it really feels like you're in a vortex, or that's how I feel. It's like outside time just stands still. I have no idea how long I've been writing for, but I know sometimes, okay, wow, this has been for a long time. And it's really a whole different perspective than, let's say, when you're doing your work on your computer or when you're journaling or something like that. Now, the biggest tip that I have for you if you're just starting with this is to not have too high of expectations and to not put too much pressure on yourself, and to also be open to receiving the guidance in other ways. So it might not be so exact like it is for me right off the bat. Like you might see pictures or you might feel sensations in your body, or you might even just get a really clear knowing. So these are the other ways that we interpret information from the other side. So it's really important to know that if all four of your sensory inputters are not as strong, let's say, as they could be, then you might have one that's more strong. Like for me, what I was mentioning is I hear the voice and it's super loud and clear, but you might see colors, or you might see information, or you might see pictures, or you might see it like a story, or you might see it like a movie. So be really open to how you personally receive information, and do not compare yourself to me. Do not compare yourself to anyone else. Like, be really open to receive the information the way you are meant to receive it, because everybody's different and everybody receives information the way that they are designed to, and not everyone is the same. So it's really important to be gentle with yourself, be really open to receiving the information the ways that it's best for you to receive it, and then write it out. Now, if you're an artist or you like to draw, you could also draw the information, or maybe you're a musician and you want to sing the information. You know, it could come through in any other creative way like that also. So I really encourage you to give automatic writing a try, and I would really love to hear from you how it goes and what your results are. So be sure to drop those in the comments below. And if this video was helpful, be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And also remember to apply by clicking the link in the description if you're interested in joining my group program, and you're really going to learn how to trust your intuition and how to use that to really uncover and discover your Dharma. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Namaste.